some information that I got today in my email. This is a notification I got from the Thrift Savings Plan, and I got this about 6 hours ago at 3:21 p.m. my time right here on March 16th, Thursday. And this is in regards to the Thrift Savings Plan, which applies to military personnel or personnel that are in civilian jobs that are working for the government. They have the opportunity to save in a thrift savings plan. And I had actually created this account while I was on deployment, and I had it for a little while. And 2 years ago, I went ahead and withdrew everything that I had in it for a couple of reasons. One was we had my husband at the time and I had some bills that needed to get paid off. Number two, I had retired, so my income had kind of cut in half. And then number three, my marriage was kind of on the rocks at the time, so I was unsure which direction it was going to go. So I at least wanted to utilize the funds while we were still together, because what a lot of people don't realize is even if we had gone through and had the divorce before anything had been taken out from the plan, even after being divorced, I would still have to have his permission to withdraw anything from this account, even though it's in my name. The reason being is because it's all part of the Protection Act for military spouses. At the time that we've been married, I was in and he was out. When we first met, we were both in, but when we got married, he was out already, and so he became the family member. So it's a way of making sure that service members aren't having this guaranteed income coming in, and then the service members are, like harboring it over here and not sharing with their spouses. And there's a lot of things within the military community where military spouses' job opportunities are more limited. Not so much nowadays, but it still has its curtailing in regards to them being able to progress in their own careers. So it's a way of making sure that they're being taken care of. My personal opinion, what is in place now applied to back in the 50s, 40s, 30s, doesn't necessarily apply to what applies today, but those are the rules that are in place right now. So when I realized my relationship was maybe 50-50, if we were going to work it out or not, I really didn't want to have to deal with maybe possibly later on not still having to give him portions of my retirement, considering the grounds of which we were divorcing on. So even though I don't have anything in this account right now, I still get these notifications from this thrift savings plan, and this is from their page watch today, and it says for their G fund and the debt limit. It says, as of today, March 16th, 2017, the U.S. Treasury was unable to fully invest the government securities investment, the G fund, due to the statutory ceiling on the federal debt. However, the G fund investors remain fully protected, and the G fund earnings are fully guaranteed by the federal government. This statutory guarantee has effectively protected G fund investors many times over the past 25 years. G fund account balances will continue to accrue earnings and will be updated every business day, and the loans and withdrawals will be unaffected. Now, I've seen things like this happen in the past in our military, not so much with the thrift savings plan, but with military pay not being able for them not to be able to pay service members for like a month or two at a time because of the budget not being approved. I think there's maybe twice that I was serving where that actually occurred, where we were living off of, what we had in our savings. Hey! Sorry, my dogs. It's bedtime and one of them is being feisty and refusing to go to bed. Kind of like kids. When they don't want to go to bed, they become active so that they won't go to sleep. Saber, lay down. Lay down, buddy. So anyways, that was in regards to just the military pay. I haven't seen it ever affect anything for retirement pay. But what this means right here, I'm not a duty expert when it comes to uh, investing, but what this is telling me, what my interpretation of this is that if everybody that has a thrift savings plan today was to try to make withdrawals on their thrift savings plan, not even at full capacity, but just make, if every single person that owned a thrift savings plan was to try to make a withdrawal today, they wouldn't be able to support it. And that right there is telling me that I'm making the right decision with my investment with gold. Because what this is telling me is our system, our financial system for our society is based off of an unreality. It's an imaginary system that is in place where they're telling us, trust them, trust them. If you need anything, we'll be able to provide for you. But until then, we're just making up numbers. To me, that's what it means. So, yeah, this just further validates my belief in investing with or diversifying my financial security with gold. So I just wanted to share that because I know a lot of people don't have this kind of information. And even though I don't have an account myself anymore, well, I have an account, but I don't have anything in the account anymore. I still get these notifications, and this just kind of clarifies a little bit more of what's going on. Do I feel that our system is in jeopardy? Do I feel that there's going to be a time when any of these will not be? I fully believe that this will be recoupable and this will all be recoverable, and everybody that's in this program is going to be taken care of in the long run. But we also have a very unique situation of what's happening with our politics right now that has never happened before. So is there also a possibility that this could all bottom out? There's more of that chance now than there ever has been. So I don't want to take that risk of putting my money into those types of securities when I don't feel that they're really secure anymore. So I just wanted to share this with y'all. This is Christy Allen, and if you're already in carrot bars, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great things. You're on the right path. And if you're not into carrot bars yet, um, whoever that you're familiar with the carrot bars that has brought you to this information, go ahead and ask them some more questions. I know they'll be more than happy to share more information with you. And if you're on here because I'm the first person that you've seen about carrot bars, then please go ahead and hit me up, and we'll private message, and I will connect with you so that we can get you up to speed. All right, this is Christy Allen. You all have a good night. Take care.